Hello friends, welcome back to Variety Vista. Today we're traveling to one of the most beautiful and fascinating countries in Europe, Spain. Known for its world-class cities like Barcelona and Madrid, Spain attracts over 100 million tourists every year. But behind this lively image, there's a hidden truth that very few people know. Did you know that nearly 70% of Spain's land is almost empty? Thousands of villages are completely abandoned, and more than 90% of the population lives in just 30% of the country. Shocking, right? Let's dive deeper into this mystery. Take the village of Chidurana, for example, awarded the title of the most beautiful village. With stunning views and a history dating back to the 12th century, you'd think people would be eager to live there. But today, only about 50 people remain. And this is not just one case. Across Spain, over 3,000 villages have become ghost towns. So why are villages empty while cities are overcrowded? In the last 50 years, most rural families have migrated to major cities like Madrid, Barcelona, Valencia, Seville, and Bilbao. Spain's population density is about 95 people per square kilometer. But in reality, Barcelona holds around 16,000 per square kilometer, while Madrid has over 5,600. Meanwhile, many rural areas barely see 2 to 20 people per square kilometer. Some regions are so empty that people call them the Spanish Lapland. Imagine needing to drive 45 minutes just to buy basic groceries. One reason is geography. Spain is a mountainous country, second only to Switzerland in Europe. The Cantabrian Mountains in the north and the Pyrenees in the northeast make life in these regions very difficult. Harsh winters, limited farming opportunities, lack of industries, weak transport links, and risks of earthquakes, landslides, and storms make people prefer the cities. Some regions also face water shortages and droughts, forcing villagers to leave. Incredibly, some Spanish villages are now sold at extremely low prices, while others are even offered for free, on one condition: you must live there and help revive the community. Still, few people accept this offer. Why? Because Spain's fertility rate is one of the lowest in Europe, and young people often delay marriage and family planning until after the age of 32. As a result, deaths are now outnumbering births, and Spain's overall population growth has slowed dramatically. History also played a big part. During the Spanish Civil War, 1936 to 1939, nearly 500,000 people lost their lives, and many more fled abroad. Later, under the dictatorship of Franco, industries were developed mainly around big cities, leaving rural areas neglected. This imbalance pushed millions of villagers to migrate into urban hubs. By the 1960s, Spain became one of the world's fastest-growing economies, but villages continued to decline. Today, Spain remains a modern powerhouse, with the second-largest high-speed rail network in the world, a GDP of nearly $1.5 trillion, and thriving industries. But while cities are crowded and vibrant, the countryside tells a different story: silence, empty homes, and forgotten heritage. So friends, now you know why Spain's villages are disappearing and why the majority of Spaniards live in cities along the coast. If you had the chance to live in a Spanish village surrounded by mountains and history, would you do it? Tell us in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Variety Vista for more fascinating stories from around the world. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.